Hi, everybody. I'm Brittany Peterson. And I already won the 7th District. So, probably should say, go vote for me for this reason or that reason. But you know what? I ain't going to say that at all. Brittany Peterson, I already got the Democrat nomination. I don't need none of your goddamn votes. I don't care if any of you bastards vote for me. I'm already in like Flynn. I already got this thing locked up. So everybody in the 7th District of Colorado, you're going to have to bow down to me. I'm your new ruler. There is 3 Republicans, Eric Adland, Laurel Eimer, and Tim Reichert. But they're goddamn Republicans. They don't stand a chance, not against Brittany Peterson. I'm Brittany Peterson. I got the red flag law passed in Colorado. I'm Brittany Peterson. You don't know how hard my life has been. I'm Brittany Peterson. You know how many times I've been homeless? Well, never. But you know how many times I actually do vote for Peter. But I'm better than them damn Republicans, right, guys? Okay, let's just put partisan politics aside. Let's vote on the person and their ideas. And boy, oh boy, my policy planks are progressive as hell. Right? Brittany Peterson, you're the Democrat, so you're going to be a progressive. Not like a regressive son of a bitch. You're a progressive. Even if I was a Republican, I wouldn't be a regressive Republican. I want to move back. I'm so status quo. I want to move backwards. The fair deal is more liberal than the New Deal? What the hell are you talking about, Nixon? Nixon, what the hell are you talking about? So I get that email from Ron Casadas and then Michael Colombe. Good old Colombo. Figuring out problems and solving mysteries. I try to get out. They pull me back in. The fair deal is more liberal than the New Deal. Goddamn Nixon. So what are we talking about today? We are talking about water rights. We're talking about Carol Riggenbach. Carol Riggenbach has put out this new video. So let's go ahead and see what Carol Riggenbach is sharing with the world. Well, it's gonna be a second. Just take your time. Water. So is water not pretty important for, life as we know it? Water's pretty important for, life as we know it, right?
You can see this farmer actually planted half of his field. The other half, hope you don't make you dizzy. The other half is he didn't plant it this year. This sprinkler, you can't afford to get around the whole sprinkler in time to keep the water going. And this is proof of that. Last year, he planted the whole thing, but do you see that haystack? That haystack, he can't even sell it because the water was so lean last year that the nitrates are too high in that food for cows. He can't sell it. It'll kill a cow. It'll kill it. So now he's...
I lied to get women into bed, but I never lied about...
Okay, so
Ralphie
I'm
May.
going to show you why it's important that somebody on House District 62 knows about water. See this little head right here on this sprinkler? Right now you can hear the sprinkler. It's just blowing air. There's not enough water coming out of the ground that's being pumped up to be able to take care of the demand. This sprinkler, you can see this farmer actually planted half of his field. The other half, hope you don't make you dizzy. The other half is he didn't plant it this year. This sprinkler, you can't afford to get around the whole sprinkler in time to keep the water going. And this is proof of that. Last year, he planted the whole thing, but do you see that haystack? That haystack, he can't even sell it because the water was so lean last year that the nitrates are too high in that food for cows. He can't sell it. It'll kill a cow. It'll kill it. So now he's...
what was going to happen. A lot of guys don't understand how women operate.
All right, Ralphie May. That's enough out of Ralphie May. Wait.
Today, guys, I
How is Ralphie May? Oh, part 2.
62 knows about water. See this little head.
Oh, this ain't part 2. That's the same as part 1.
Here, the sprinkler is just blowing air.
This is not time for a rookie. This is not time for a rookie. A rookie. Have you ever... So that's Carol Riggenbach. Carol Riggenbach is running against Ryan G. Williams for the Republican nomination of the 62 district, and they're going to run against Matthew Martinez. Now, Donald Valdez has been much beloved, and it's, I'm not for sure, maybe he's just tired of representing the 62, maybe he's just taking a break for a second or something. I'm not for sure. Didn't he bring home the bacon? Didn't he? I thought I read somewhere about him bringing home millions of dollars for the ranchers not to raise water. Ranchers, farmers, they use 40 to 80% of the water. You know, I just asked actually a Republican who's running for county commissioner of Rio Grande about collecting rainwater. You think water is so important, then we should be allowed to collect rainwater, correct? I mean, water, I don't think you understand this, Republicans, but we need water for life. Water is the essence of life. Y'all say you're pro-life. Bullshit. Bullshit. You're saying if you're against collecting rainwater, he just didn't know what the other side was saying. Okay, wow, what a piece of shit. You don't know that people need water? You don't know that animals and plants need water? You're telling me that the water that God gives to these plants, are you going to take, if a damn dog is lapping water out of a mud puddle, you're going to throw that, dog in a pound? My God, every raindrop that somebody takes, opens their mouth, are you going to go ahead and arrest them? How big of a fine are you going to put on people for taking a drop of water? This is a Republican running for county commissioner. Well, I'm not for sure what the other side... Yeah, you're middle class, and you got all the water you need. And now I'm supposed to worry about what? Whether or not your livestock can shit on the rest of us? That's what those damn Bundys are all about. They don't... Oh, yeah, protecting our way of life. What you want to do is protect your cattle crop and your industry and shit on our parks. You want to shit on our parks. You want to shit on our cops and our fire departments. Shit on our roads. Shit on our schools. You want your cows to have more rights than everybody else. You don't give a damn about other people. Supposed to care about these farmers and ranchers. And there's some good meat products at the local grocery store. But natural law isn't just some far right-wing conspiracy. When it comes to water, it's the basis of... Natural law is the basis of the Bill of Rights. The American Bill of Rights, right? Right to speak, right to guns, right to peacefully assemble. And you're opposed to us because of our freedoms, right? Isn't that the whole thing about Iraq and 9/11? They were jealous of our freedoms. We need to give them freedom and democracy. My God, if you're an American, freedom and democracy, that's George W. Bush. I rarely hear any Americans talk about their freedoms. I wrote a list combining my Colorado freedoms and my American freedoms in one list, and I'm pretty sure that I'm the only person that's ever done that. I'm also the only one who cares enough to do it. I like my freedoms. I like my freedoms to be written down. I love this republic and the Constitution. I love this democratic republic that has elections. And the Constitution, that's a social compact. That's a contract. The Constitution is a contract between me and my government. The Constitution is the contract, the rock upon which all of American society is built upon. So, natural rights, this is important. Because natural rights, we all have a right to water. My God, what a bunch of piles of shit. What a bunch of piles of shit. You're going to sit there and have your cows shit on poor people, right? And then what? They say, hey, can we collect the rain? You'll say no. Why? Because we don't have enough money. We don't have enough water for our extra stuff. You got water for yourself. You got water for your livestock. You got water at least for half a crop. And it's crazy. If you don't have any damn water and you drive by and you see this big-ass sprinkler system just spraying water, not just on the damn crops, but out in the middle of the road, on the side of the road, all over the place. Hell, you want to start saving water? How about just spray on your crops and stop spraying the water out onto the road and stop spraying all the weeds and the brush and shit? You're sitting there trying to tell me that water is so damn important, then why are you wasting water? So instead of the divine right of kings, we have natural law. Natural law is we the people have the divine right to natural law. What does that mean? That means we're man. And natural law is that which rational man can come up with, which makes logical sense to him. Man is a rational animal. In nature, we got a right to food and water, definitely, and shelter and warmth. But we also have a right to speak and peacefully assemble and for self-defense. In fact, a strong Bill of Rights is natural law. Of course it is. So natural law is as close to God's law as we can possibly get. You can't tell me what God's thinking. You could get close to God's law with eternal law, but you don't know God. None of you all know God. The only way you can get close to God is with eternal law, and you get the eternal law with natural law or constitutional law. Constitutional law are the rights that we are constitutionally protected to have. Natural law includes those rights, but also a whole bunch more which we don't have codified. So, to the Republicans who don't know whether or not we the people have a right to water, we have a right to speak, right to peacefully assemble, right to bear arms, and we have a right to water. I'll tell you this right now, American man, woman, American working class family, if you don't have water, get water. You don't have any water to drink, get yourself some water. It's like, goddamn, get a fucking conscience, you psychotic piles of shit, you dare. Take the raindrops that fall upon the heads of cattle and the grass that they eat. Yeah, how about if I get a cow? If I get a cow, then all of a sudden I get all the rights in the world, right? I can shit all on the rest of you motherfuckers. Nobody's going to take the raindrops that falls on that cow's head. Man is human, man, American. Y'all can be so fucking wicked sometimes. Don't even tell me you motherfuckers are Christians, you fucking evil motherfuckers. You're supposed to care about the poor, not fuck them over. What would Jesus do? Well, he would steal the water from the poor. No, he wouldn't. He wouldn't steal the water from the poor. The Republicans, the people, the middle class Republicans, they think that they don't have to worry about water. They think that they'll never have to collect rainwater in order to live. If so, great for that Republican. Good for you. But why would you make it more difficult for the poor? You got it good. You got it good. You don't have to worry about fucking water. Is that what Jesus Christ said? If you see a person who's dehydrated and starving, make sure you take away their food and their water and then break their kneecaps. Fuck it, Why just fuck people over a little bit, taking water out of their goddamn... How the hell is working class families supposed to survive if... Yeah, that same bastard says, well, there's jobs everywhere. You don't even care if we got water. But we're supposed to hurry up and rush to be a wage slave. So this isn't... She's running for... It's not her. It's not Carol Riggenbach. She said what she said, and it's interesting. I didn't know all the science and the nitrogen. And their damn stuff isn't even... The water that they get, they're still complaining about. What would Jesus do? Well, he would definitely steal water from the poor. Make sure they dehydrate and die. That's what Jesus would do. You know what? I'm tired of you religious fucking assholes. You guys are not good people. You're not good Christian. Bullshit. You just say that you believe in God and that you believe in Jesus to make yourself feel good, but you don't actually do good. How long y'all had poverty all over the place in Costilla County, Conejos? The whole San Luis Valley's got poverty all over the place. Why? Because you got elites that are fucking the damn working class families over by stealing their food, stealing their water, stealing their land. That's all they know how to do. Lie, cheat, and steal. Sick of you criminal motherfuckers. You don't know empathy. You don't know how to be compassionate. What would Jesus do? Would he tell the poor that he's going to steal their water because fuck them and fuck the working class families of the world? No, he would not. Fuck you. You're not a real Christian. You have goddamn distorted Jesus' message so much. He said to love and care and to have compassion. He said to listen to each other. People need water. It's a human need. Only the most wicked of the wicked would tell folks not to collect rainwater. That's middle class America. Bunch of rich fucking selfish, wicked, dumb, ugly motherfuckers. Ugly, ugly motherfuckers. The ones who hoard all the water. Hey, Middle America. We don't just need water, we also need food and warmth and shelter and security and a Bill of Rights and 3 branches of government. We need referendums, initiatives, and recall. You disgusting, low-life, degenerate, dumb, wicked, ugly motherfuckers. Yeah, Republican, don't let the poors collect any rainwater. Meanwhile, you just got $50 million in water welfare to not use water. They're paying these farmers and ranchers millions of dollars to not use water. These bastards be the first person to bitch about welfare. Meanwhile, they got their hand right out. How much water welfare they getting? How are you going to survive on just that $50 million? And who the hell gets that money? That's taxpayer money. For these motherfuckers sit on their ass and not use water? I'm supposed to feel sorry for them because they can't grow as much crops? They don't give a damn if the working class families of America have a single drop of water. They don't give a shit. And they've had good lives their whole lives. They had plenty of money to invest in a business, got educated, got the support. They used the roads, they used the fire, they used the police, they used our system to make their money so they could take water out of our mouths. How are you going to survive on just $50 million to not use water? Oh my God. I'm supposed to worry that he didn't water the rest of his crops, huh? I don't know who gets all that money, but I know not everybody's getting that money. Just the lazy, godforsaken, scared of a little tiny wolf 800 miles away. There's a wolf 800 miles away! And you ever met a man? You want to be scared of a wolf? You should be more afraid of man than a wolf. Especially a man that doesn't know he's a rational man and he doesn't know his natural rights or his Bill of Rights or how to live in a civil society. So all these corporate farmers, these big-ass, big-time corporate farmers with these fucking acres on top of acres, they get all the water, they use all the water. And you know what? Corporate farmers aren't even real fucking farmers. We need mom-and-pop farmers. We need to get the small family farm back. Where the hell's a small family farm? You should be able to have a couple acres, raise some chickens and some cows and a couple of things in your garden and be able to make a living. Or at the very least, sustain yourself. You ingrate nitwit cheese dicks. You ingrate nitwit cheese dicks. Fucking corporate farmers. They're not real farmers. They're not real farmers. What happened to the small family farm? We're supposed to pretend these corporate bankers, these big time, big corporation, big bankers, I'm supposed to pretend, oh, they're just like us and they don't have water for their crops. And how are we going to have, what? A bunch of nitrate fucking soybeans? How are we going to, what are we going to do without a bunch of soybeans that's got too much nitrate in it? We don't need a bunch of soybeans with nitrate in it. If anything, we need to get back to agriculture, get back to the small family farm. And these corporate farmers, instead of wasting the water, 40 to 80% of the water is being used on these ranches and these farms. When they give a damn about working class families, then I'll give a damn about whether or not they can raise a plant or not. But if they don't give a damn about my working class family, fuck you. Dear America, having humanity is not a weakness. How empty your husk must be. Sincerely, Julia Nemar. The fair deal, it was more liberal than the New Deal. That's what Nixon said. The fair deal was more liberal than the New Deal.